Good gaming, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Snyder. Today we're gonna watch some noobs play cEDH. In today's game, we've got a Krarkashima, a Magda. Hey, look at that, two Magdas in the same game. And we are finishing with a Yeva, which is a weird deck. So if you want to know, fun part about Yeva is when you go to the Yeva primer, it's telling you, please go to the Isan primer, which I understand is kind of weird, but it actually works. We have Krarkashima, of course. Luckily, I got on my last edit, I got the Krark father that actually commented on my video. Thank you for the comment, Ken. Krarkashima wants to cast a bunch of cantrips, flips coin, and try to make Infinite Storm and flip coins and flip coins and flip coins. We are lucky because we've got some extremely decent. I was about to say some decent, but I'll say some extremely decent player that got the token, got everything ready to be able to play Krark without being a pain in the hoo-ha. Of course, it's annoying. It's always longer. But some player, it's like Nadu. Nadu was bad when we've got some horrible players not knowing what they're doing and then doing a crazy weird shenanigans. I'm not saying unban Nadu. Never unban Nadu. However, there is some decent player that know their stuff, and when they know their stuff, it goes better for the full table. Everybody's rolling around. Well, like I said, Krarkashima is starting. We've got two Magda player. Magda is a tutor in the command zone. Not really in the command zone because she's not like Rocco. Rocco is, you cast Rocco, you get a tutor. Magda is, you get her into play and 10 treasure and you win the game. Pretty much like Godo, I'd have to say. If you know how to count to 10 treasures and you get Magda, you can win the game. Two different versions of Magda. One is really more Magdanomicon based, and mine is a little bit more fine-tuned because we're not playing in the blind meta. People hate Magda for some reason. So I've got some spices to make more treasure to try to win the game. So, I post game where I win, I post game where I lose. Which one this one's gonna be, we're gonna see later. Quick reminder, one and all, that we are gonna be at Cornwall Gaming on August 9th with, we are presenting with cEDH Canada the second cEDH Cornwall Gaming Duel number 2. We are going to be having a tropical island up for grab, $50 entry fee. Please pre-reg. We have a player's cap of 40. Last time we were 33, 34 or something like that. But we add a way longer head start to do some publicities. So please pre-reg. It also allows us to plan for extra goodies if we know ahead of time that we're gonna have, because pretty much everything is given back in prizes. So if we know ahead of time we're gonna have 40 players, we're gonna be able to order specific stuff for whatever we can distribute. So I hope I see you there, and if you are coming from one of my vid, absolutely come and see me. I would be blessed to be able to see one of you guys in real life, and that would be changing my life. So we're going to the Mulligan. Pre-games were called, Mulligans are done. We are now starting with the Krarkashima player, Misty Rainforest. Bulk into Mana Vault. This is something. Dropping Chromux, exiling Untimely Malfunction. Do Volatile Fold. Volatile Fold is a destroy non-basic land. 1 tap, sacrifice, destroy non-basic land, make a treasure, and gives a basic back. So not everybody has some basic in their library, but everybody has a non-basic land worth destroying. Ooh, Dwarven Trader. Heavy Maya. Everybody has forest. Drop a Findorn Elves. So talking about the flavor text on the Dwarven Trader, which is they will not sell their family, at least not for cheap. This is the running gag with Magda. Everybody's asking, is this flavor text? And I'm said, I don't know. Maybe I can give +1/+0 to a black creature. Stormkiln Artist. Yep. So as soon as he starts copying spells, as soon as he starts flipping and copying spells, is gonna make treasure, and this is a problem. Mystic Peak, I believe, which is Pinnacle Monk backside. Right there, I'm thinking, should I take care of this problem or go ahead? Zoyowa's Justice into the Stormkill Artist. Zoyowa's Justice is like a Chaos Warp, shuffle into a library, but then it's not look at the top. If it's a permanent, put it in play. It's this cover for X, which X is the CMC. So he reveals stuff until he get a 4 or less, then he may cast it for free. Could be flipping back straight into Stormkill Artist. Flips into a Lightning Bolt. So who is he going to kill? So at this point, I was the biggest issues. Like a moron, I tried to REB that red spell. Magda gets bolted. Should have actually attacked before doing anything. Make a treasure. Cavern of Souls, naming dwarves. To get Magda out. Trader goes to combat. The only person, so he's thinking, who is playing with their life? The only person is Krarkashima. Because he may be, so he has Git Probe, of course, and maybe have Treasonous Ogre for mana. But Git Probe is something worth hitting for life. 1, 2, 3. Hela Dimri, Court of Call, something like that. Taps 3 creature, taps. I say 3 creature because it's tap, Damri, plus 2 other, drop something. Strike it rich for the Krarkashima player. Stuck at a single land for 3 turns. This is, that's something. Damping Sphere going into, again, well, Damping Sphere recently is super good for Rugtrass, because we are cutting away into the Gas Cradle or any land that is making more than 1 mana. Also, Storm decks are super popular recently. Oh, Flywheel Racer, tap outlet for Magda player. If nothing's happening, we are cooked. Cruise with Magda, I believe. So, just in case people doesn't know, even if it's an artifact, when you transform, whenever you drop something on board, it technically gets Summoning Sickness. It doesn't affect it until it becomes a creature. So let's say you drop a land, like not Dried Arbor, but you drop a forest, somebody drops a Living Plane, or you drop a Living Plane, all lands become creature. You cannot attack with them still, because they have Summoning Sickness. Each permanent needs to go through a untap step for them to lose that Summoning Sickness. So claim the Firstborn. So if a creature is sick and you steal a creature and it doesn't give haste, that creature will still be summoning sick, just like a Gilded Drake. Gilded Drake will not give haste to a creature. It's a Enslaved Dwarf. This one is not necessarily flavor text. It is give +1/+0 first strike to a black creature. We don't have any black creature in this game, but it could be relevant at some point. I don't know. Trying to charge a 1 CMC stacks because you have dropped a land. Didn't work. 1 green for an Elvish Reclaimer. Elvish Reclaimer, one of the cards that goes get Cradle. Illidanri allows you to look at the top card. Passes to Krark. So at this point, everybody's fucking, we need something to deal with Magda. And then we're all, why? We don't have anything. So Krarkashima cast Krark. So this is a uneventful game. This is like a casual EDH game, not cEDH at all. cEDH stands for casual. Everybody is doing their battleship, battle cruiser. Everybody's playing battle cruiser, doing their own stuff on their own side. Lifecraft engine for Magda #1 because I've got nothing. Of course, Cruise, the Flywheel Racer should actually be at 4. 1, 2, 3. It should be at 4. So at this time, the player was looking at. So we're actually talking around how he can actually win the game, and technically, it's depending on what is in his hand, he can actually win right there. Could actually have won without us talking. So discussion goes with what we know he cannot win. Thing is, what do we know and what is? And this is Magda 2.0 if I remember correctly. So Magda 2.0 is another dwarf. Technically at this point we're cooked. That's the thing. That's the thing when you come and you are a new player. Sometimes what we will do, and if they're like looking into how do I win? What do I do? How does it happen? Some people will hate me for that, for what we're doing. But if I know something, if I know a new player, I will absolutely give them the game and show them how they can win with their deck. Not because I'm a dick and I'm better than them and I'm able to show them how to win, but only because it makes them happy. It makes them want to come back, and then we hook another guy in cEDH. Worldly Tutor for Yeva. As a response, tap to crew, make a treasure, taps to crew, makes a second treasure, goes up to 5 and activate Magda. At this point is looking through his deck and is wondering, what can I do to win? What can I do stacks players so that I do not lose? And I see him drop a God Pharaoh statue, and I'm like, don't stacks out. You can actually win it. Magda crew will absolutely know it. So at this point, I'm saying you can win this. Go get well, he could do 2 things. Well, yeah, no, more than one thing, because if he gets mastered Maskwood Nexus and Barry, he's not gonna be able to get the 5 more treasure. So he gets a Roaming Throne. Roaming Throne will help Magda to trigger a second time, so he's gonna need dwarf. And at this point, he's gonna crew the Flywheel Racer. Makes 6 treasure, still on the stack of Worldly Tutor. Crew Flywheel makes 2 treasure. This is one of the thing. If you've got multiple stuff, don't hold prio to do a lot of stuff, because then you get stuck on the stack with stuff not resolving, and then you get screwed. Like, you could have went, okay, Magda and Flywheel Racer to crew. Then somebody says, okay, I'm gonna bolt Magda. Now you're stuck with 6 treasure. You're gonna get your 6 treasure, but your commander is gone, so you need to recast. So now Clock of Omen. So what he'll do is he'll use tap Clock and Flywheel Racer to untap Roaming Throne. Then he'll be able to tap Roaming Throne and tap a treasure to untap Roaming Throne, and then he will be making a tapped. It will resolve, that loop will resolve in 1 tap, 1 untapped treasure. And now I'm asking him, and I've said that in another video, be sure to ask. We know he has infinite mana, he can do anything. But the question is, how do you kill? And I don't know what he has in his deck, and I believe he is going to be popping a Realm Scorch, the Dragon Realm Scorcher Alkite or something like that. Hey, so we're talking multiple ways to win. He's talking about looping 1 ring. If you play Magda and you go and you loop 1 ring, the thing is that you're gonna draw 1, untap it with Clock. You're gonna draw 2, untap it with Clock. At some point, you may draw more than what you've got in your library. The good thing is with Bark Form, you can always put cards back into his library so that he doesn't draw like a crazy shenanigans. Or just use Vexing Bubble. Some people run Vexing Bubble, some people run Soul Guide Lantern. then this is going to be able to loop and get the lightning bolt and win. Congratulations to the Magda player. Look, Krarkashima and the first Magda, they just dealt with each other. Yeva was not fast enough to do anything against a turn 4 win Magda. Congratulations to that player. Thank you, everyone. Please leave a comment below. Of course, like and subscribe. I hope to see you on August 9th at Cornwall Gaming. And if anything else, have yourself a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next game.